SML is a show that has been going on for almost 20 years now. And with that much time on the platform, there is bound to be controversy.
Is that what you want? You do not advertiser friendly.
Drama.
She's coming at me with a knife to kill me. She's coming. 911.
Lost videos, and so much more. This is the entire SML Iceberg. And in case you've never seen an Iceberg video, we start with the more well-known topics on the top, and as we work our way down, we get to some things that I guarantee even the biggest SML fans don't know. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie. SML Darman episode. For the two people who don't know who Darman is, he is basically a giant channel with over 20 million subscribers. And recently, he decided to make a video covering Logan, the creator of SML's entire life story. He did a lot of the more well-known things about his life really well, such as the Jamarcus story, all of his surgeries, and the baseball bat incident, but some of these other scenes were questionable, to say the least. This video has over 7 million views after a month, which is absolutely insane. But the most surprising thing about this, though, is that Darman didn't actually contact Logan about this at all, or even tell him that he was making the video nonetheless, which is really strange because Darman usually shows the guest that he made the parody about at the end of his videos. But regardless, it's still super cool that this was a thing. Logan's address. Ever since Logan moved into his new filming house in 2016, fans showing up at his house to try to meet him has kind of become normalized. And guys, this goes without saying, please do not show up to Logan's house unannounced, or anyone's house for that matter. That's just really weird. However, I can't defend him too much because Logan has been weirdly transparent about his address throughout the years. Because in SML movie Junior and Jeffy's Gold Play Button, they portray Junior and Jeffy as weird fans showing up to the SML house. And to make it worse, they literally show their address in the video, which just goes to show that they're not even trying to hide it anymore. The SML movie. Due to Logan's success, hitting over 1 million subscribers on the original Super Mario Logan channel, he knew he had to do something special for the fans. So he promised that he was gonna create a whole 1-hour feature-length film SML movie. You see, Logan was initially planning to upload the movie sometime in 2017, but unfortunately, there were some complications while filming, such as loud noises from birds, planes, and trains, YouTube constantly demonetizing their videos, and a little bit of drama going on where some of the members of the crew didn't want to see each other. This caused the SML movie to keep getting delayed, and delayed, and delayed, to the point where people just thought it would never come out. However, 5 years later though, on August 21st, 2022, Logan posted Jeffy's 18th birthday, which was basically the original plot for the SML movie, just without the copyrighted Nintendo characters. The swatting situation. On September 8th of 2020, Lance posted a vlog to his channel called Why SML Got Swatted, where he reveals that someone attempted to swat the SML house. In case you don't know what swatting is, it's basically where you report a fake emergency or something horrible happening at someone's house to the police. And guys, this goes without saying, please do not swat your favorite creator, or anyone for that matter. It can seriously put their life at risk. Jeffy's tantrum controversy. If you've ever wondered why SML got in the news, this video's pretty much the reason why. In this video, Jeffy tries something that I really can't say without getting demonetized, but obviously this was just supposed to be a dumb joke for the video. But supposedly, some kid tried to do this in real life. Personally, I think it's highly exaggerated because tying a noose is incredibly difficult, and a kid probably can't just do that on a whim, especially since Jeffy doesn't even show it being tied in the video. The cease and desist letter. On February 13th, 2021, Lance posted a vlog to his channel called SML is being sued. The reason for this lawsuit is because Nintendo has had enough of SML making inappropriate jokes with their brand. Because of this, the channel's name was quickly changed from Super Mario Logan to the SML Plus show, and they had to switch all of their characters that were Nintendo plushies to their own human puppet characters. Some people were suspicious though and thought that the cease and desist letter was fake, but when Logan made a video on his Logan 30 Acre channel called I Had to Delete My Channel with 9 million subscribers subscribers, that pretty much showed that it was real, and it really started a new era for SML. Overuse of Brooklyn Guy. It's pretty clear that he's been overused recently, and a lot of people think that SML's lost its originality with the plushies being gone. They opted for Brooklyn T Guy to fill the void for what SML's missing ever since they've got sued, pushing videos to be at least 10 minutes with his infamous Nintendo animations, where he yaps about something completely unrelated to the video for minutes on end. Before this, Brooklyn Guy was more of a side character, and honestly, I think he was better that way. But regardless, Brooklyn Guy is still one of the best SML characters. Demonetization. On May 8th of 2018, SML was aired on Good Morning America, and let's just say it was not for a good reason.
Reeling me in to watch more videos. It attracts kids because you wouldn't think of him as inappropriate because the way he looks, but when you actually watch him, he traps you in it. Do you think traps?
Wow.
Anyways, because of this, YouTube started demonetizing all of Logan's SML videos. But this actually kind of started almost a year earlier, on July 20th, 2017. Because this is when Logan's first video got age restricted. And because of this, he made the infamous vlog where he was crashing out. Eventually, YouTube just bugged his channel to automatically demonetize every single video, meaning he couldn't make any more money on the Super Mario Logan channel, which caused him to start uploading his mainline SML videos on his other channels, like Super Luigi Logan and Super Bowser Logan, but YouTube would eventually demonetize those too. Rose's exes. Rose is notorious for having tons of ex-boyfriends and just being an overall terrible wife to Marvin. Some of Rose's exes include D Money, who is a famous boxer. We also have Super D, Super Big D, Super Long-Lasting Girthy D, Dak, Candy Randy, Brad, Crush, and many fans speculate that Goodman is also one of her exes. Rose is really a bop. Maybe she should join the bop house. Okay, no, that's crazy, that's crazy. Does Bad Things Guy. Does Bad Things Guy is Brooklyn Guy's evil brother, and it turns out that he has done some really bad things. No, seriously, like really bad things. He murdered 24 people in the SML house. He pretended to be the town's cop and doctor, and even tried to kill Mario, Jeffy, and Rosalina when they found what was in the secret door. I have a theory on how this all started though. I bet Does Bad Things Guy originally killed his wife and decided the only place he could keep her body was in the secret door. And at some point when new people moved into the house, he told them not to go in there. But once they found it, he would kill them too. Jeffy and his parents would have been the latest victims. But Brooklyn T Guy came just in time to shoot his brother and put an end to this cycle. And if Does Bad Things Guy was still alive, he would have served 24 life sentences. Jason Derulo affiliation. Yeah, so for some reason, Jason Derulo was in an SML video. I genuinely have no idea how they got in contact or why Jason Derulo would want to do a collab with Chef Pee Pee in the first place, but I think it's super cool, and I would love if SML did more celebrity cameos in the future. Jeffy's mom's death. Jeffy's mom is not the kind of mom you would want. She hits her kids, doesn't feed them, and overall just neglects them really badly. But recently, she has gained a reputation as the William Afton of SML, because in SML movie Jeffy's 18th birthday, it was thought that she died for good, when Jeffy shot her in the van, and then seconds later, it exploded. But nope, because on Jeffy's 19th birthday, she somehow came back to life, claiming that she survived a gunshot to the head and jumped out of the van right before it blew up. Right. Later on in this episode, she blows up a school bus with a freaking rocket launcher. Worried that his daughter might have died from the explosion, Brooklyn Guy takes revenge and kills Jeffy's mother with a machine gun.
What'd you say? Die! Well, I made sure she's dead this time.
Hopefully she's actually dead forever now. We got a little confirmation that this might be the case though, because in SML movie Satan Claus, she appears in hell with Craig. But wait, oh no, wait. Is she gonna escape hell on Jeffy's 21st birthday? No, it's never gonna end! Nintendo. Nintendo is an animator that animates all of Brooklyn Guy's stories for SML videos. Some people have said that his animation quality isn't very good, and if we're we're talking about what they looked like in 2017, yeah, I would agree. But honestly, his animations have gotten a lot better over time, and I really don't mind them. In fact, I actually think he's a pretty good animator now. SML reactions. Logan had more free time back when they were only filming 2 videos a week. So to make some extra money on the side, he decided to react to his older content with his crew. These reactions first took place on the Super Luigi Logan channel, but ever since they received the notorious cease and desist letter from Nintendo, Logan and Tito started reacting to their videos again on the Logan 30 Acre channel, which is honestly a smart business move because they can just have fun watching their older videos and profit off of it. The only thing that sucks is now they can't react to their older videos with the plushies. SML's houses. SML has filmed in quite a few houses over the channel's history, with the first house they ever filmed in being their parents' house, which they filmed in from 2007 to 2015. The next place they filmed in was the old apartment, which they used from 2015 to 2016, but later they just ended up using it for Brooklyn Guy. From 2016 to now, they film in the SML house that we're all too familiar with, but they also film in the house across the street for the Huckardoos, and they recently bought an exact replica of the SML filming house for extra sets. These sets were revealed in a vlog Lance made called SML Logan's New Filming House, where he shows off that they built a gas station and a bank. But they plan on building a ton more sets in the future, like a Target, the inside of an airplane, and so much more. Tito Totter. Tito Totter is a YouTube channel made by Tito. He makes similar videos to SML, but instead of using Mario plushies and puppets, he uses Sonic plushies. But occasionally, he gets help from Logan and Chili to make the videos with him on his channel. But he really doesn't upload that much. The Forgotten Character Dungeon. The Forgotten Character Dungeon is a place where all of the forgotten SML characters go. In this dungeon, they are plastered on the walls as paper, not even in frames. They are literally just loose pieces of paper. This dungeon gives me the chills, and it's actually the same location that was used for the secret door. It's sad to see characters such as Tony the Tiger and Mr. Pig up here. Junior's real name. On September 20th of 2024, Logan posted a video called SML Movie Junior's Real Name, and in this video, it gets revealed that Junior's actual name is Justin Braxton Reynolds, which isn't really worth talking about on its own, but the reason it made this iceberg is because on the SML wiki, it says that in SML movie The Koopa Kids, his name was apparently Robert, but I guess this wasn't canon. Overall, I just think it's kind of funny because my real name is Justin, and my last name starts with an R, so it was kind of a jump scare when I first watched this video.
Justin Reynolds!
Phoebe's killer. Figuring out who is driving the truck that killed Phoebe is one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in SML, and people have their theories on who did it. Some people say that Woody killed Phoebe because he drives the exact truck shown in the video, but other people might think that it was her mom Nancy because she hates Phoebe and would want to kill her. But I think that Phoebe's killer is actually CJ, because in SML movie Jeffy's 20th birthday, it gets revealed that CJ did some horrible things to Phoebe. So maybe once she grew up, CJ didn't want her to snitch on him, so he decided to kill her with his truck. But this is just a theory though. The actual killer is still unknown to this day. SML JeffyCon. On July 22nd of 2018, during the height of SML's popularity, Chili posted a vlog to her channel announcing a fan meetup at the Nintendo store in New York. Originally, they just thought this would be a small fan meetup, where they could take some pictures and sign some plushies. But this is not at all how it went down, because on July 24th, 2018, Chili posted another vlog to her channel called Did We Get Arrested at SML JeffyCon? And I'll just let the footage explain itself.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, it turns out that a lot more people showed up to this event than expected. This got so bad to the point where Logan and Chili literally got cornered between two glass buildings, surrounded by thousands of their fans. Thankfully, the police did come through and escort Logan and Chili out of the situation, but that just goes to show how much influence SML really had during its peak in 2018. Logan's cars. Logan has had a lot of cars, with his first car being including a 2012 red Camaro. But after this, he went on to own many more, such as a 2014 red Camaro convertible, Mario's Lamborghini Aventador, Jeffy's yellow Lamborghini SVJ, a Lamborghini Urus for Tito, a 2019 Hyundai Sonata for Pooby, a 2020 Audi S4 for Elena, Peach's Lamborghini Huracan, and a 2018 red Chevrolet Camaro that tried to kill him and nearly took Logan's life when he crashed it filming SML movie Fast and Furious. But thankfully, he was okay and he just ended up breaking his back. There's probably a lot more cars I'm missing, but you get the point. Logan really likes cars. Melissa and Doug. Melissa and Doug is the company that makes a bunch of SML's older puppets. These puppets have also been used in a lot of other media. Plus, they're available in stores all across the world. Logan canceled all his series because of Jeffy. After Jeffy got introduced to SML, Logan stopped making most of his beloved series on the channel, such as the Superpower series, the Pokemon series, School series, and Chef Pee Pee Quits. Most of these series were paused because of the explosive popularity of Jeffy, and it kinda makes sense because Logan didn't want to confuse the new Jeffy fans with a 7-part series that they weren't familiar with. But it's alright, because as of 2025, Logan seems to be doing series again, with some of the recent ones being Cody Goes to Kindergarten and the Jeffy Ball Z series. Tom Brady lunch. On September 6th of 2023, Logan had the opportunity to eat lunch with the one and only Tom Brady, literally the best NFL player in the world. Logan won the bid at $800,000 at a charity auction to have lunch with him, which is an insane amount of money for a lunch. Great job though, Logan, for making your dreams come true. Jeffy's original design. Jeffy wasn't originally supposed to look like how he does today. In fact, there were actually a lot of changes to his character before he was even introduced.
I think we should let the fans in on how Jeffy became a character, because I get that question a lot.
How are you? Okay, so Pooey, do you remember back in high school when I had that little anime?
Yes, it was the kid on like the little like rocket ship thing, and it had the song that went there.
Man, a rocket. Yeah. I had been making a character like that for a while, but then a few years ago, for my 21st birthday, my mom had a puppet made of me. So she's like, this lady will make puppets if you send her a drawing or whatever.
Logan then goes on to talk about Jeffy's original design.
I sent them the drawing animation of Jeffy, and except I added buck teeth to him, and so the helmet was originally supposed to be red, but blue was the only one that the company would make of the helmet. So then we added the pencil in the nose after he arrived. Originally, he wasn't supposed to have a pencil in his nose either.
Yeah, I think you like texted me one day and you're like, what if he had a pencil just way up in his nose?
Bowser is bisexual. This one makes a little too much sense, since Bowser's had kids and seems to like girls, but he is also strangely interested in Chef Pee Pee specifically sometimes. And when Cody switches bodies with Chef Pee Pee in SML movie Superpowers, Bowser really seems to enjoy his time with Chef Pee Pee. On top of him being bisexual, he also seems to be into necrophilia, because in SML movie Joseph Moves In, he tries to date Joseph's dead mom. Anyway, that's enough of that. The SML drama. Oh boy, this is a really big topic, and it could honestly have its own hour-long video on its own, but I'll try my best to give it a quick recap for this iceberg. It all started on December 5th, 2019, with Chili tweeting, "Relationships are fake anyways." Obviously, this made fans curious, but after this, a whole bunch of people surrounding Logan started coming out about what's going on, including Chili's sister, Damaris. Super Mario Logan, you're a worthless piece of who cheated on my sister with the hook that you paid about $60,000 for in her own home. But then you turn around and get pissed at my brother Tito for snitching on you and then breaking all of his goddamn stuffed animals. And not only that, then you go ahead and decide to scratch yourself and try to get pity from the police. You deserve to die alone. Don't worry, honey, everyone gets theirs. And let's not forget how you put your hands on me, Super Mario Logan. At this time, there were a lot of claims against Logan, which include cheating on Chili with a stripper for $60,000, kicking out Tito and ripping up all of his plushies, scratching himself to gain sympathy from the police, and allegedly putting his hands on Damaris. There were also some leaked images with strippers in a group chat full of fans, which is really concerning because most SML fans are minors. After all of these allegations were made, grade, Logan and Chili decided to part ways, and they both got their own new partners. Logan got a new girlfriend called Adriana, and Chili got with a guy named Mark. It seemed like they just parted ways and everything was fine for a while, until Logan posted pictures of both Chili and Adriana attending the same Super Bowl with Logan, which really confused fans. Some time passed, however, and it seemed that for some reason, Logan and Chili were officially back together, because on Chili's channel, she posted a vlog about her getting pregnant and having a kid with Logan, and a couple months later, they had their first kid together named Lily. It seemed like all this drama was finally behind them, until recently, Chili posted this to her Instagram story reading, "Follow Logan's new girl. Not sure why he's trying to keep it a secret. Probably to not get caught from all the lies said in 2020. Thanks for everyone who had my back in that year. The few 3%. Everyone else go dick ride him like you did in 2020. But it somehow gets even worse, because Logan then posted this to his story reading, "I miss you and I love you so much." So wait a second. Does this mean that Logan's with over 4 girls right now? Because we got Chili, Adriana, Freedom Lynn, and now Rachel? I'm really not unemployed enough to care about any of this. But Chili did post this to her story to give more context to it. Please stop messaging me about Logan's story. It's already been confirmed forever ago that we are Lily's mom and dad. We were never dating. We get along great, and Lily would never be able to tell that we're not together. We did date for a brief time while I was pregnant, but he's been with her since I was pregnant. 4 days after giving birth, I caught him messaging the and finally called it quits. Again, for good. I'm single. My Facebook has always shown that, lol. It's not news. It's simple. We are Lily's parents. We are perfect friends, and he's a great guy. Terrible to date. That's a joke. And he still does everything for me. Birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, trips. I'm treated like a girlfriend, which explains the confusion. Sometimes I wonder how he even spends any time with her. If he's always around me and Lily and sleeps in my bed. I don't know how that relationship works, but it's not my problem. I've never been disloyal to him. That's why I'm treated the way I am. He knows he's wronged me one too many times. He's just not a loyal guy, and I've accepted that and moved on. I'm getting a bunch of messages over this. It's fine. Yeah, honestly, I really could not care any less about any of this. You guys just need to let Logan live his life and stop trying to make everything such a problem. SML cast mugshots. Adriana Fernando, Lavelle Stanton, Julian Jimenez, Chili Jimenez, Wanda Jimenez, and Matthew Reber have all gotten arrested. Adriana got arrested for physically abusing Logan. Lavelle got arrested for a probation violation, and another time for possession of weed. JJ got arrested for firing a weapon on open ground. Bro, what is JJ doing, bro? Chili got arrested for being disrespectful to a police officer. Wanda Jimenez got arrested for a moving traffic violation, and Matthew Reber got arrested for child abuse, but this was later dropped because it turns out he got framed. Jeffy's backstory. Jeffy was born on August 21st, 2021 to a really bad mother, Nancy. Jeffy claims that his last name is also Jeffy, making his name Jeffy. However, I don't really buy that since his mom doesn't have a last name, so he probably just has the same last name as his father, Jacques-Pierre Francois. He grew up in a trailer getting abused by his mom, and he never attended school due to his mom's irresponsibility and his father abandoning him, which probably explains why he's so stupid. This caused Jeffy to be raised in absolute poverty. It's unknown how Nancy kept custody of Jeffy with her parenting skills. As a child, he was always forced to eat green beans and got locked up in his cage, watching his favorite toys get ruined. He would often get beaten by a belt while trying to protect his sister Phoebe from his mom. And CJ, a man who would meet Nancy, would also sexually abuse Phoebe, would do some really messed up things to Phoebe as a kid. It's really sad, and no kid ever deserves to be raised this way. Jeffy's backstory is just straight up depressing. Fake giveaways. So for the longest time, Logan has said at the end of every one of his videos, the funniest comment gets a free video game, with this being under the SML question every single time, until one day when he got sued by Nintendo. video. Nowadays, though, he still does something very similar, usually saying the funniest comment wins a shout out. And let's be honest, Logan's uploading 3 SML videos every single week, and I don't think I've ever seen him give a shout out to a fan anywhere. I mean, I really don't care about this personally, and I'm sure that most people can read out that this is fake. The only people who fall for this, though, is probably kids. But what I do consider pretty bad, though, is the funniest comment wins a free video game thing he used to have at the end. It's just a little shady, because similar to the shoutouts, I'm almost 100% certain that Logan isn't just giving away free video games for every single SML video. Like, I know he's given away a lot of stuff, like PS5s and Xboxes and other video games to fans who, like, meet him at his house, but how would he have been choosing winners for these video games for every single video? Like, how is he contacting these fans? SML creepypastas. Yeah, it turns out that there are actually a lot of SML creepypastas, with some of the biggest ones being Jeffy's Normal Day, The Black Couch, and I'm Sorry Chef Pee-Pee. Basically, a creepypasta is someone telling a story about a deleted SML video. Yeah, I mean, all of these creepypastas are obviously fake, but it's kind of entertaining to listen to people make up these horror stories about SML. Marathon videos. This is one I've been excited to talk about. Over the past few years, you may have seen some of your favorite creators putting their videos into hour-long compilations with new titles and thumbnails. And this is because it's became the new meta for making money on YouTube. Because for whatever reason, YouTube autoplays really long videos to people who fall asleep watching YouTube on TVs. And because these people are watching the content for hours at a time, the video plays a lot more mid-roll ads, which results in the creator making 3 to 4 times more money than a normal length video, which in turn helps these marathon videos get millions of views. And I'm sure you could have guessed it, people have been doing the same for SML. There's a lot more later on this iceberg that gets into way more detail of how people are making money off of this, and we even get into how they're evading Logan's copyright. Just know that there's definitely an underground empire where some people are easily making over $100,000 a month just from re-uploading Logan's content into compilations. Curb Stomp. Curb Stomp used to be Anthony's channel, which was pretty similar to SML, except he used the Kirby plushies. Although, a lot of these old videos are now either privated or deleted. It turns out Anthony's channel has actually gone through a lot of rebrands, going from Curb Stomp to SML Gaming. And then, after a little over a year of being called SML Gaming, Logan told him that he was starting an official SML Gaming channel. So presumably, Logan asked him to rebrand to something else. And now, Anthony's channel today is called SML Anthony, which fits a lot more with the type of content he's making, consisting of mostly character reactions of the show. SuperMarioLogan.com. This could be referring to 2 things. The first thing it could be talking about is Logan's old website from the early 2010s that you can see him feature in some older videos. But it could also be a website that he mentioned making in early 2018 when all of his channels were getting demonetized. He never actually went through with doing it though, but his original plan was to upload all of his videos on this website so that YouTube can't demonetize them. But honestly, it's a good thing that he didn't do this because I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have worked. Shark Puppet. In SML movie Jeffy's Pet Shark, Jeffy caught a shark by accident, but instead of throwing it back in the ocean, he decided to keep it as a pet. The actor of Shark Puppet in this video was actually really popular on the internet at the time, getting millions of views on YouTube and Instagram. So technically, this was SML's first collab with a really big creator. They collaborated on July 14th of 2019, and this was his only appearance in SML. I would have loved to see him in more videos. The JJ Incidents. On August 4th, 2018, Chili and her brothers thought it would be funny to prank Logan, so they decided to hide his grandfather's Rolex he was borrowing, which was worth $40,000. Chili would even give JJ a Gucci jacket to make the prank even more believable, because they were trying to paint out the illusion that JJ sold the watch. So when Logan couldn't find the Rolex and saw JJ, he obviously thought that he sold it and started beating him up. But in the end, it was revealed that it was just a prank and everything was fine. And to be fair, it really didn't look like Logan's punches hurt that much. But there's actually another incident JJ was in a now deleted vlog on Chili's channel called Logan Pranks JJ. Logan gives JJ a packet of Velveeta cheese instead of a condom. This one needs no explanation. It was was a funny mistake made by JJ, and it spilled all over his pants. This was honestly kind of a mean prank, and I'm not gonna lie, this was definitely fake, but I can't lie, it was really entertaining. SML Theory. SML Theory used to be a really popular fan channel in the SML community, gathering almost 150,000 subscribers in his short 10 months of making daily theories on SML. But on September 21st, 2024, he made a video titled "I Quit SML Theory," but I actually knew him personally, being pretty decent friends with him, so I could give a little bit more insight on why he quit. In the video, he explains that SML's content has been getting really bad. Bad in the sense of making fun of people's deaths, using really cheap raunchy humor, and a lot more inappropriate language in videos. And yeah, to be honest, from what I've seen, this seems to be the truth, because I've noticed that he's become way more religious throughout his journey of making YouTube videos. And throughout the months leading up to him quitting, he tried doing things like censoring swear words and not mentioning some specific events that happen in videos to try to follow his religion. But after a few months of doing that, he decided enough was enough and pretty much just decided to quit all of his channels altogether. That's right, he actually ran multiple channels, such as Circus Master, Caboose TV, President's Play, and many more. It's honestly kinda sad to see him let go of all his channels like this, but I wish him the best for what he wants to do in the future, and I'll always be grateful for him helping me out and giving me YouTube advice. Logan's schizophrenic episode. While doing research for this Iceberg, I found this video on Chili's channel called WTF. And yeah, after watching the video, I gotta say, this does match up with the title pretty well.
I'll teach you. Oh, here's all the milk you want. Huh? Yeah, drink the milk. Choke on it. Drown in it. Drown it, Tito.
I'm pretty sure Logan made this video with Chili and Tito as puppets because they were out of town on a trip or something, but this really goes to show how bored Logan must have been during this. Jeffy's secret room. On March 7th of 2021, Lance posted a vlog to his channel called SML Never Seen Before Footage, Jeffy's secret room. In this video, they rented out a mansion with a bunch of cool rooms, like a ball pit, a board game room, a futuristic room, and so much more. But you might wonder, if these rooms were this cool, why did Logan end up scrapping the video? Well, it turns out a little while after filming this, Logan was sent the infamous cease and desist letter from Nintendo. So now, unfortunately, this video is lost media, and the behind the scenes video is the only proof of it ever existing, SML's Patreon. The SML Patreon was initially introduced as a way for SML to keep making money so they can keep doing the videos without getting demonetized in 2017. For a short period of time, Logan couldn't afford to pay his crew, so with the Patreon, they would get money from fans, and if they donated a certain amount of money, they could be noticed, get a shout out, or even more. If you donated $100, you would get a shout out. For most fans, they thought it was 100% worth it. The only problem was, Logan didn't go through with 90% of his promises on the Patreon. They only shouted out people in a few videos, like Cody's 10th birthday, where Black Yoshi, Tony the Tiger, and Jeffy shouted out the $100 donators. Most fans supported the Patreon though, and ended up getting nothing. Old playthroughs. This could be referring to one of two things. Either the really bad playthroughs that Logan uploaded to his channel in 2008, like pretty much anyone else did at the time, or this might be referring to the couple of playthroughs that were uploaded to the Super Bowser Logan channel. This was before SML even started their actual gaming channel. Joseph the Millionaire. Most of you guys think that Joseph is poor, but in an alternate universe, he isn't. In fact, he's actually a freaking millionaire. In SML movie Joseph the Millionaire, when Junior follows Joseph home, he jumps in a bush and what he sees is completely unexpected. He finds out that Joseph is rich. So anyway, Joseph shows him around his house, and in here he has rooms like a Pac-Man themed room, a giant operation room, and a lot more. Joseph even went as far as putting his butler through a game of bowling chives. In the end, Joseph uses a device to wipe Junior's memory and teleport him back to the red couch. This goes to show that Joseph really doesn't want people to know he's actually rich. Because of Joseph's behavior in this video, this was widely hated on by fans, so much so to the point where Logan literally deemed this video as not canon. So I wonder what actually happened. Is Joseph still rich in the actual SML universe? Or was that an alternate universe for a one-time video where Joseph was rich? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Jeffy's T-ball team. Yeah, there was actually a Jeffy T-ball team at one point. I'm pretty sure that Lance sponsored the team because he posted a couple videos about this on his channel. But yeah, there's really not much more to say about this. Let's just move on to the next layer. And things are about to start getting really deep. Alternate universes. It turns out that there are actually a lot of alternate universes in SML. One of the examples of an alternate universe is Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventure Season 3, where Marvin goes around a whole bunch of universes to try and save Princess Peach. And Mario went through so many different universes in this series, which means he could be theoretically left in any of those thousands of universes. There are also many universes that go on in SML to this day, like the Jeffy Ball Z universe, and pretty much any series. There is also the Plushies and Puppet universe, especially because in 2019 when the puppets were first introduced, Logan would switch between them so frequently, which actually has a really confusing timeline. Craig was responsible for SML demonetization. This was an excuse that Logan frequently used for his channel getting demonetized when all of his videos were getting hit in 2017. But obviously, this isn't the case. I think he just said this to not upset the Jeffy fans at the time, and it really shows nowadays with him making videos like SML Movie Satan Claus. Because if Logan really thought Craig was the reason for demonetization, I'm pretty sure he would have learned from that mistake. So yeah, this is pretty much debunked. WH Dude Diss. If you didn't know, WH Dude is an SML reviewer who has been making content about SML for over 10 years now. And I'm not gonna lie, bro is the unemployed SML fan final boss.
Hey guys, this is Logan. I just want to mention that this is the 1-year anniversary of when I stopped caring about my old fans. Old fans, I know you have my best intentions out for me, but screw off. Hey guys, this is Logan. I just wanted to say, this is the 1-year anniversary when I said, screw you all. I'm gonna make lots of Jeffy videos. Why? Because I want to make lots of money.
It's behavior like this that caused Logan to make fun of him in an actual video, because in SML movie Cody's Amiibo, he showed this bit right here where apparently Cody made a video called I Cry for Attention, but the profile picture looked really similar to WH Dude's profile picture, obviously making fun of him being a weird parasocial fan. Here's Jeffy. Here's Jeffy used to be the most popular SML fan channel that posted gaming videos using Logan's characters. But after finding out how much money he was making across his 3 channels, getting over 100 million long-form views a month, which I would personally guess is around $500,000, Logan allegedly decided to put an end to it by giving him a cease and desist letter, which is kind of ironic considering Nintendo did the same thing to Logan. But to be fair, I really can't blame him because Here's Jeffy was pretending to be the real Jeffy and tricking a bunch of kids. Nowadays, Here's Jeffy is known as Here's Johnny, which is basically a Temu version of Jeffy. Can I just say, the evolution from Mario to Marvin to Marty is just absolutely peak. But yeah, he's still getting over 100 million views a month, so I don't think the lawsuit even did anything at the end of the day. Johnny even has his own merch now. You know what? Good for him, honestly. Chili's real name. For some reason, people were thinking that Chili's real name wasn't Chili. Honestly, I thought this was a pretty normal name, but enough people believed this to the point where Chili made a vlog on her channel talking about the situation and revealing her real name.
Chili has her ID. Chili, come show them your real name.
By the way, a lot of people think my name is Wanda, which is my mom's name, and I saw that a lot in the comments.
This is Chili's driver's license. So, I'm gonna zoom in on it and, is it focused?
Yup, this was a pretty massive day for the unemployed. The SML Wiki. The SML Wiki, not to be confused with the actual SML Wiki, you know, like used for facts about the show. This SML Wiki is an ARG website created by an SML fan named Nunzi. Basically, in this website, you go through SML houses trying to find all the secrets and getting all the achievements and endings. In this universe, Logan is like a god, and the puppets are living creatures of the world. But there is actually a ton of controversy surrounding the SML Wiki. An infamous fan named Slingo Man made an FNF mod called Jeffy's Endless Athos, which uses PNG and source material of the official SML Wiki site. But the creator didn't like this, because there was a ton of controversy surrounding Slingo Man, including him making an FNF mod about Ronnie McNutt of all people, which if you don't know who that is or what that means, I would not recommend looking it up. Also, Slingo Man's FNF mod ended up becoming even more popular popular and well-known than the SML wiki itself, with some of the FNF mod exclusive things like the 8 Ball of Coke and Jeffy's Endless Athos song becoming wildly popular in the community, which obviously upset Nunzi. All of this drama led Nunzi to take down the official SML wiki website, because a lot of the fans thought that the creator of SML wiki, Nunzi, was affiliated with Slingo Man, who has a horrible rep in the community. This website ended up returning about a month later though with a big update, and ever since then, things have been going great. The website is still receiving updates every month, and there's honestly a lot more to talk about surrounding the SML wiki, so if you guys want me to make a standalone video about it, let me know. Scrapped videos. There's actually a lot more scrapped videos and lost media surrounding SML than I'd expect. In fact, I found this list somebody made on the Lost Media wiki showing all of the lost SML videos, like Goodman's House, Jeffy's Superpowers, Bowser Jr.'s Game Night 8, Short Mario, and so many more. EDP445. Brian Moreland, more known as EDP445, was a pretty big YouTuber, making gaming, cooking, and ranting videos. In 2017, Logan had a plan for him to meet up with him at the Super Bowl and become a new SML cast member. But after EDP attended the 2017 Super Bowl with Logan, he ended up getting ghosted. But thank God he never continued and actually worked with SML because of the whole cupcake thing that would happen a few years later. In fact, they would actually go on to make fun of EDP later in a video called Jeffy Catches a Predator, where they use an AI voice to mock him, Jamarcus. This one is sad. Jamarcus used to be Logan's best friend in the hospital during all of his surgeries. They would play with Logan's plushies and keep each other company to get themselves through this hard time in both of their lives. Jamarcus would always tell Logan, "I'm going home soon," which really confused Logan because Jamarcus had cancer, and he seemed that he wasn't getting any better with his condition. Fortunately though, about a month later, Logan got out of the hospital. Grateful for his second chance, he would come by every other day to visit Jamarcus, but unfortunately, a few months later, he passed away in the hospital. This motivated Logan to make some positive changes in his life and really gave him a different outlook on things. Rest in peace, Jamarcus. Joseph is secretly insane. The trio all seem like pretty normal kids, right? Well, that might be true, except for Joseph. Joseph is 100% a sociopath. We learned this in SML movie Joseph Moves In, where he's giving multiple signs of killing his mom while sleepwalking. He even admits it. Later in this video, we see him write "I'm sorry, Mom" with blood on the wall, and a whole bunch of other creepy things. I don't know about Joseph, man. Maybe he just has recurring nightmares and wouldn't actually kill her, but the fact he's even thinking about it just makes him insane. Bootleg puppets. This isn't referring to just any puppet that isn't used on the original channel. I consider a bootleg puppet any puppet that isn't sold off the official SML merch store, which it actually turns out there are a lot of companies that make bootleg merch and sell it for cheaper prices. And I gotta say, these things are absolutely horrifying. These are apparently a really big problem, with a lot of them actually being sold in stores across America. And to make it even worse, they have completely taken over Amazon. I swear, the amount of kids I've seen on YouTube playing with these bootleg SML puppets actually blows my mind. Logan should really do something about this problem. Dr. Phil and Friends. Alright, we're really getting into the unknown stuff now. On October 31st of 2017, Chili posted a vlog to her channel celebrating hitting 500,000 subscribers. And to celebrate this milestone, she decided to leak one of Logan's oldest abandoned channels, called Dr. Phil and Friends. On this channel, there is literally just one video, called Dr. Phil Helps a Client Part 1, which features Mr. Goodman as Dr. Phil, and some dude giving birth to Logan dressed in a Barney costume. This video is super weird and just coded in old YouTube, but there is something really interesting about this video though.
This is the only other known video shot on the camera that Super Mario Got Milk was shot on.
Which means that there is only 2 videos recorded on this camera. The first ever SML video, and this thing, Super Bam. Now I guarantee 99% of you don't know about this one, but it's actually really interesting. In the summer of 2023, SML marathon videos were pulling millions upon millions of views. Now, I'm gonna keep who reported this anonymous because that's kind of private, but let's just say this mystery person ended up reporting it to Anthony, which caused Anthony to talk to Logan's manager Wendy about the problem. Once she learned how much these re-uploaded compilations productions of SML were making, she decided to take action and hire a company called SuperBam Inc. to hold copyright of Logan's videos. Now, what this company does is it will search through every single video on YouTube, and if it finds any of SML's content in the video, a bot will automatically give it a copyright claim, meaning Logan is now making all of the money off of re-uploaded SML content, even re-uploaded SML content that uses the plushies, which you would think would also fix the problem of SML marathon videos existing, right? No, because believe it or not, this did nothing to the people who are making money off of these marathon videos. In fact, it only ended up affecting smaller creators.
But all these ones, all of them, all these ones are SuperBam Incorporated. They gotta keep going, man. They gotta keep going. 200, is that not enough? Like, goddamn, please, stop.
Yeah, it's bad. About 70 plus of my reactions have been copyright claimed. The guys who have been making these marathons stealing Logan's content have gotten smart. So smart to the point where they put their own copyrighted music at the end of the 3-hour marathon, and then still claim all of the revenue on that video, even with SuperBam also claiming it. And one of the biggest perpetrators of this stolen SML content is a channel called SML Remix. And if anyone in the SML crew is watching this video, please do whatever you can to take him down. He has been making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month re-uploading your content for years now. SuperBam has even gotten so bad to the point where it affects some of my videos uploaded to this channel. So please, for the love of God, subscribe, because I have lost thousands of dollars because of these claims. Fake cease and desist letter theory. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Some SML fans think that the cease and desist letter is fake, but to be honest, there's really not much evidence backing this claim. Some people may argue, well, Logan has slipped up and shown stuff from Nintendo in some of his recent videos. And well, yes, he has. I'm not a lawyer, but from my knowledge, a cease and desist letter is more of a warning of a lawsuit. I don't think it actually prohibits him from like saying the names of the characters or like accidentally showing something, I think. Don't sue me, but I'm pretty sure Logan wouldn't have deleted his channel with 9 million subscribers if the cease and desist letter was fake. So yeah, I'm not sure about that theory. I'm pretty sure it's debunked. The SML Discord. Yeah, it turns out there's actually an official SML Discord, and if you want to join, I'll put the link in the description. But it turns out Logan and a bunch of other SML cast members have talked in this server, and Logan's even posted a picture of the plushies in here, which is super cool and nostalgic to see. But there are a lot of other interesting things that Logan and other cast members have said in this server. Logan, if you could use the Nintendo characters one more time for a video, what would you make? When they put Cody in Marvin Kart, I almost made a whole secret video about Cody reacting to finally being in Marvin Kart. I still might do it and upload that on a random new channel to see if anyone finds it. Logan's even said in this Discord, I want to make a backstory series of Jeffy when he was growing up, and a trailer with Phoebe and his mom. Logan, have you found the Harry puppet yet? No, we haven't. I really think Pooby destroyed it. Logan, can I get your honest opinions on the replacement puppets? I like the puppets more because they have more expression with their mouths being able to move. But the plushies were fun because all you had to do was shake them around and the emotion was left to your imagination. Yo, Lavelle, do you like the plushies or the puppets more? Puppets. I got a fetish for fisting. Yeah, this server gets a little freaky apparently. Froggy Company. Froggy Company is a very important piece of SML history, with his channel actually being a huge inspiration for when he first started back in 2008.
Then I found this guy named Froggy Company. He made plush videos and he would make all these cool Mario freak out videos, and I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I loved his videos. I ended up messaging him and we became really good friends, and he gave me tips on how to make better videos. And that's when I added Tony the Tiger and Shrek and Woody and all the characters you love today.
But things weren't all good with Froggy Company. In fact, there was actually a ton of controversy surrounding him.
He stopped talking to me after a while because he didn't want to do plush videos anymore. He wanted to do YouTube poops or whatever, and he, I guess at gaming, I don't know. I don't really know what he was doing. He was just he was just doing his own thing, you know. He didn't want to do plush videos anymore. He said he was too old to do it. But I continued to do it. So we stopped talking to each other. We didn't get in an argument. We just stopped talking to each other.
Everything seemed like it was fine, but then after some time passed, Logan accumulated over 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. Froggy Company checked back in on his channel, and let's just say he was not too happy about this.
I was making pretty good money off YouTube, and I was getting pretty popular.
SML Stories. SML Stories is a channel that makes really bad quality SML parody videos, with AI voices and the goofiest sound effects you have ever heard. This whole thing is like some underground operation from India, and honestly, I'm so brain rotted that I find this stuff funny.
What? Oh, Jeffy, stop playing with the megaphone, Jeffy.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry I put you through that. Zeke getting fired. Oh boy, brace yourself, because this one covers some pretty touchy subjects. Zeke used to be one of the first SML cast members, filming with Logan all the way from the beginning of his channel. Shortly after he joined, they had one of their biggest hits of a series, Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures. But after a couple years of them seeing their first success on YouTube, Zeke had to move to Colorado, which marked the end of Zeke and SML. 8 years later, though, when they were all full-grown adults, Zeke saw the success of the channel and wanted to give voice acting for SML another try. And to Zeke's surprise, Logan actually agreed. Zeke was finally gonna get the chance to go from his minimum wage job to a part-time actor for SML. Things were really looking up for Zeke, but after filming the Toad's Mistake remake and going back to Colorado, Logan never invited him back. So I guess things didn't work out for whatever reason. There shouldn't be anything more to it, but it turns out there was actually a bunch of drama that came out about this. Zeke went on to go on a podcast with a very notorious member of the SML community, WH Dude, and WH Dude is surrounded with controversy. Anyways, on this podcast, Zeke would go on to leak the entire plot of the SML movie and information about the SML crew's lives that they would probably rather keep private. Personally, if I was Logan, I would probably not want to be friends with this guy anymore, but it only gets worse with Zeke's alleged weird fascination of lolicon. And thank you to Darkcray for making an amazing video covering this situation.
Corin got trapped again. Haha, she needs to be more careful. Nice work. Looking through my doodles, and you were cooking with this one. All boys who use ooh-woo must be tied up, thank you. Ooh-woo. He's really into femboys and he's a brony.
But somehow things get a lot weirder than that.
Oh, but I get it. That's actually a 10,000-year-old shark girl. Okay, buddy. How about these?
So yeah, it was probably a good call that Logan didn't invite him back. Why are all of Logan's ops so freaky? We got EDP, WH Dude, Ray Rants, the SMR, and now Zeke? Why can't anyone in the SML community just be normal? Super Mario Logan 2. This used to be a channel where Logan would re-upload his demonetized videos back at the height of SML controversy in 2017 when he first got demonetized. Now, this is all lost to media, so I can't find anything about this, but I did find this vlog on Chili's channel about it, so I'll let the video speak for itself.
So I was like, okay, on the new account that has monetization, I'll just re-upload all the Super Mario Logan videos. And as I upload the new videos, as I upload the videos from Super Mario Logan on Super Mario Logan 2, I'll take them down off Super Mario Logan. And eventually all 500 of them will be uploaded on Super Mario Logan 2 and they'll be monetized and everything will be good. Well, what happened was I had uploaded 4 videos on Super Mario Logan 2 and they started getting demonetized immediately. As soon as I clicked upload, demonetized. And I was like, okay, so from what I've learned is that YouTube, I guess, has saved all my old Super Mario Logan videos. And if you re-upload them, I think like the computer scans it and says, oh, hell no.
30 Acre Productions. This is a company that Logan made in 2015 to hold the copyright for his own videos. He later trademarked SML and Jeffy in 2018. So the question is, if Nintendo buys 30 Acre Productions, does that mean that Logan can start using Nintendo plushies again? I mean, that would never happen. Schizophrenia Case Study. This was a video that was posted to Super Luigi Logan all the way back on December 1st of 2016. And this was actually used as one of Lance's final college projects, which is honestly honestly a super cool and creative way of doing it. It's funny because this entire thing was filmed like an actual SML video if it took place in a different universe, with a lot of the video feeling weirdly uncanny. I really recommend you guys check this one out. It's actually pretty interesting. Flash videos. Flash videos are videos that weren't able to be retrieved before it was deleted. So that means it was deleted immediately after it was uploaded. I found one picture of an SML Flash video. Nobody knows the title or how it looks or what it was even about. It just kind of seems weird to me. Super Mario Logan. This is probably one of the least known pieces of SML media that still exists from after the cease and desist letter. The channel is called Super Mario Logan, and it seems to have just been one of Logan's camera test channels from over 14 years ago. But after looking through the videos, I can definitely confirm that at some point this was Logan's account, and I almost guarantee he's lost the password or is just straight up forgotten about it at this point. But having only 1,000 subscribers at the time of recording this is definitely one of the least known pieces of SML history. Well, that was the entire SML iceberg. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments below. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and subscribe because we have a lot more really cool videos coming out soon. I can't wait to make more videos for you guys.